What's up, skate rats? It's Skate Dad, and today I'm going to be teaching you frontside disaster slides, or sometimes they're just called lip slides. And this to me is one of the most stylish tricks that I know how to do. It's one of my personal favorite tricks, and when I'm at the skate park doing them, I get a lot of requests for people to have me teach them how to do it. I actually taught like 3 kids how to do this at the skate park yesterday, so I figured, all right, it's time to make a tutorial video about it. And shout out to Dawn for filming me at the skate park doing these yesterday. So it helps if you know frontside ollies to do these, and it helps if you know fakie rocks, but it's not crucial. I know you guys on Team I Never Go Fakie, you're probably just gonna wanna learn disasters right off the bat because you will never rock the fakie to get into for a fakie rock. So let's break down how you do a frontside disaster slide. Okay, so what's the difference between a regular disaster and a disaster slide or a lip slide? Regular disaster, you come forward, go up, go in, go out. Difference is with the lip slide or disaster slide, you're going in and you're sliding. And this makes the trick a lot harder, but also so much more stylish. No one has ever said, man, that grind would have been a lot cooler if it was a stall. No one's ever said that. So the key to the slide part really comes in how you come up to the coping. Normal disasters, you're used to coming up straight like that. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is you want to go at as much of an angle as you can, and you want to go between 10 and 20% faster than you feel comfortable with. You want to be saying, I am going a little too fast to do this. That's the goal. And foot placement on this trick is so key. Front foot right over the bolts, back foot on the tail. I know you're doing an ollie, so you're going to want to put your foot further back. That's not what you want to do. You want it over the bolts, so that way when you complete the ollie, your foot lands higher up onto the nose, which is going to be crucial because you're going to shift your weight onto your nose to lift that front truck over the coping. So just getting used to ollieing with your foot over the bolts is really going to help you. You could also just sort of scoop it in a weird way. It's not like a normal ollie. It can kind of be done like a scoop, so you get right into it. So let's go. You're going at an angle. Awesome. Then you're going to want to do your 180 in. Boom. When you land, you don't want to shift your weight up onto the deck, and you don't want to shift your weight back onto the ramp. You want to land perfectly balanced on it, like you're doing a board slide on a round rail. This is very similar feeling to board sliding on a round rail. You want to try to keep balance right over the coping. It's really hard to do that, so your wheels are probably going to touch a little bit, but you want to keep your weight over the coping, and that's really key in keeping your weight in the middle. Too much on the deck, too much on the ramp, you're going to stick. And as you're sliding, you need to keep in mind, you're gonna have to get out of this trick. So your foot should be up on the nose, and you're gonna wanna lift out. And it's key you lift out while you're still sliding, because if you slide till you stop, till the wheel grips, you're just gonna fall forward. No bueno, not gonna be fun. So the key is the timing in lifting up before you run out of speed. But you also don't want to lift up too early because you do want to slide as long as you can and look like a boss. Other thing is hard wheels are going to help you out here because there's a good chance, unless you're a king, your wheels are going to be sliding at the top deck, and a harder wheel is going to slide a lot easier, whereas a softer wheel, you might grip, fly forward. But you don't want to lean too far back, because if you lean too far back, you're going to slide too fast and you're going to shoot out backwards. So it's really like, it's like a Jedi mind trick. It's keeping perfectly centered over the rail. You just need to imagine you're doing a board slide on a round rail, and then once you feel like you're about to stop sliding, out, over. And that's really key. And 90% of the slams I see on this trick are the come out. People get in easily, but it's that lift out. They're set up too far back. They're hanging up. So the key really is in beginning the trick, thinking about how am I going to get out of it. And you get out of it by being able to lift the front truck over. super crucial. Other hack for doing the lip slides, rails. These make doing lip slides way easier. I could do lip slides before I had rails, but they wouldn't slide as far. Once I got rails, it added maybe 2 feet onto my slides easily. And it let me do things like power through a corner and do all sorts of crazy stuff. Big fan of rails. I recommend to anyone who's doing a lot of slides. One of the other places I see people getting messed up is just not committing. They're just going up, they're getting scared, kicking their board out. And that's normal because it's kind of a sketchy trick, and I think when you're getting used to doing it on a bigger ramp, you're gonna need to do that a few times. But this trick, it's all about committing to it. It's gonna make it so much easier, because if you don't commit, you're just gonna slam and you're gonna kick your board out and it's gonna be no fun. So if you're getting scared and having a hard time getting into it, I would practice just doing frontside 180s with your foot at the bolts down there. You don't have to do them that high, but just getting used to 180ing, and you'll get higher and higher, and then on accident you might get into a disaster and you're like, oh, I can do this. So helps if you learn disasters, not crucial. If you can do disasters, it's time you move up to lip slides. It's just a better trick. You know, no one is ever gonna say, man, that stall looks so much better than a grind. You know, no one's gonna be like, man, that stall on a handrail was sick. I think that's really it. I really think you guys should go out and learn this trick. It's one of my favorites. They're just stylish and cool. So just go out there, do some lip slides, and then send them to me. I want to see your guys' lip slides out there. All right, guys, have a good one. Now for a life lesson from Skate Dad. The only thing you can control in your skating is how hard you try. You can't control it if you're really athletic or you're born somewhere where you have great spots, but you can control how hard you try to do the tricks. You can control how many times you get up after you slam. And like, when you see someone going for the trick their hardest, it's just sick. And people are gonna be like, dang, like, even though that was an easy trick, they're gonna be so stoked when you land a trick where they really see you're all for it. So when you skate, just try your best, you know, and don't get hung up if you are the best. Just try to do your best.